And now, preview time. So let's take a look at what's coming your way.
Hello, I'm John Waters, and I'm supposed to announce there is no smoking in this theater, which I think is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever heard of in my life. How can anyone sit through a length of a film, and especially a European film, and not have a cigarette? But don't you wish you had one right now? And I'm telling you that smoke anyway. It gives ushers jobs, and if people didn't smoke, there would be no employment for the youth of today. So once again, no smoking in this theater.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
What is going on, everybody? Happy Sunday night for some of you. Happy early Monday morning for some of you. It is Meach's Musings. For some of you, again, it's the 28th. Some of you, it's 29th. So wherever you're watching, whatever day you're watching, whatever time you're watching, if it's on demand, happy show. Yes, the Kings lost in Game 4. They are down 3-1 in the series. They are heading back to Edmonton for Game 5 on Wednesday. It's not looking good, kids. It's not looking good, but that's okay. I'm going to try to make peace with it in the time between now and the time I go home. We'll see. I see both Dominguez siblings have on Instagram with Emmanuel saying "Go Kings," which I appreciate, even though I know you don't mean it. So thank you, buddy. Over here in the rest of the world, JJ's here. I saw your message in the group chat with the parentals. I will hop in there momentarily as soon as we're off the air here, JJ. But yeah, just wanted to keep my word, and I said I was going to be on after the Kings Oilers game. Here I am. Tough loss for my boys. I know they're going to hopefully take the next 3 days or 2.5 days and pull their heads a little bit further out of their ass. I don't think there was any letdown tonight compared to last game. My God, last game was a train wreck. One goal. Edmonton had one goal, and it was a power play goal. Not a lot you can do in the power play or a penalty kill. I mean, you kill the penalty, but they didn't do that tonight. So just kind of is what it is. Like I said, I'll be heading home Tuesday night. There is a game in Edmonton on Wednesday. So it's kind of what it is. Chris Harper says I want to watch that game. I have to thank my current landlords. We got the hookup. I watched the game on Max, but I listened to Nick and Jimmy and Daryl on the iHeartRadio app through Sirius. So thank you to everybody that helped me watch list of the game tonight. Manuel says Kings made their hearts out. They could easily won it, but nothing to be. No, absolutely not. The Kings had probably the best game of the series other than the one they won. They both teams play the full 60. So shout out to that. So what do I want to muse about? Well, there's a lot coming up this week, Mr. Williams, as you are aware. Again, as far as the sports world, the Kings, play at least one more game. They'll be going back to Edmonton again. They're playing Wednesday night, and then if the Kings win that game, they'll be back at the Crypt on Friday. I'm probably going to that game. There's been a little miscommunication in the Meach communication line, so we'll see what happens there. If anything, it should be Dylan and I. So we shall see. There's also the Lakers, I guess, are still in. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Chris, if you have the Max app, they are showing the games on TBS and TNT. So you can access the games through the Max app, which I know Big G subscribes to. Thank you, Big G. I just don't have the access here in Arizona. So anyway, let's get to what we're talking about. Of course, a huge week for us, a huge month coming up across multiple planes of the multiverse. Let me get to the one at the end first because it's for a select few. If you're watching on Instagram and you're part of the Meach's Disney Fix group, or if you're watching on any platform that we're on tonight and you're part of that Facebook group, I am damned determined to make this happen. I will be at Disneyland on the 24th, and I will be broadcasting this to the group. It's just a matter of, can I actually get the live stream, if you will, to work properly? That's always the fun part about trying to do something from Disney, is getting shit to work, because it is a crapshoot. There is no doubt about it. However, we did talk it over with the team this weekend, specifically the commentary teams, about what we have coming up, and I'll get to that comment. I'll get to that plug in a second because I have to put JJ's comment up, and it's just too much. He said, "I know what the problem has been if the Kings have been shown on the Tony Khan networks. Then you figure Dynamite is in Winnipeg, and the Kings are in Edmonton on the same day. We so screwed." Yeah, that's also they're going to be in the Peg on Wednesday for Dynamite, huh? So that's why Jericho is defending the FTW title, because he's going to be at home. Well, I will hope the Canadians get the synergy toward Chris Jericho, not toward the Oilers. Damn it. I can hope. So the reason I brought up Fantasmic is because I will unfortunately not be able to be a part of one of these two streams. It's been decided amongst the WWE commentary team for here in the multiverse, Noah and JJ, as well as James, I believe, is going to fill in as well. I could be wrong, though. We'll see. We will be doing a watch along of the original broadcast of the infamous night 25 years ago, Over the Edge, the pay-per-view in Kansas City that unfortunately took the life of Owen Hart in the accident prior to his Intercontinental Championship match against the Godfather. Also, the next night, which is Friday, May 24th, will be the 20th anniversary of Raw is Owen. We will also be doing a watch along of that show. JJ has the access to both of the original streams, including Sunday Night Heat from that night. So we will be, so there you go. Sunday Night Heat. There you go. It was a discussion we've had a few times leading up to 2024 because we knew it was going to be 25 years, and we are going to watch it. It's, it is a sad thing. Obviously, it's a tragic thing. And we've, JJ and I felt that it would be almost cathartic, therapeutic to process it. And of course, to watch Raw is Owen, to celebrate Owen. So we'll see how it goes. That's at the end of the month. Let's see. Chris says, shout out to the Timberwolves. They swept the Phoenix Suns. Yes. For their first sweep in franchise history and the first playoff win since 2004. The Rangers in hockey, the New York Rangers also swept the Capitals. So now Alex Ovechkin can rest up for the regular season and go get back to chasing Gretzky. God help me. He might actually catch Wayne Gretzky in goals. That's bananas. As I've mentioned all week, my lovely friends, Paradise Kitty, are going to be going on tour with their friends, the Iron Maidens, starting on Thursday. They'll be in Kentucky. And they're going all through Kentucky, Ohio, Illinois, Indiana, Minnesota, Michigan, not Minnesota, Michigan, excuse me, Michigan. Sorry, wrong M state. I try to say Michigan out loud because it gets a sour taste on my tongue. But the Kitties will be there, so it'll be better for them. ParadiseKittyBand.com, of course, for all the information on where they're going to be. And if you're in the area of any of these venues, Manchester Music Hall, the Blue Note, the Forge, the Token Lounge, Eagles Theater, Art Theater, the Dannenberger Family Vineyards, the Impact Field Room, the Rival Music Hall, please go see them. You will be doing yourself a favor, and you can tell them that the Meach sent you. So the Knights haven't won the series yet. Dallas did pick up a win. Last night, I believe they won. And they're playing, I think, either tomorrow or Tuesday. So we'll see. I didn't want any part of Dallas for the Kings. Dallas has had our ass all year. So didn't want any part of that. Okay, on to the actual shills for us here at the Multiverse of Media. Of course, JJ will kick things off first in the morning, 9 a.m. Pacific, noon Eastern, with For the Love of Wrestling. Be sure to check that out. He'll be covering, of course, all of the weekend shenanigans, SmackDown, and Collision. And I don't know if Rampage aired this weekend, so we'll have to check with JJ when he no doubt comments here momentarily. But yeah, all week, Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, of course, we're busy as hell, and he doesn't do Fridays anyway. So we'll get to Friday when we get there. Not doing this show tomorrow like I usually do because tomorrow's going to be chaotic throughout the day. And then at 11:30 Eastern p.m., 8:30 p.m. Pacific, we'll be going live with our second night of draft coverage, the raw recap of the 2024 draft, as well as our thoughts on the overall results of the draft and how things shook out. I forgot you didn't do Collision and Rampage anymore. I apologize, JJ. So again, just the brain is shutting down. It's after 10:30 on Sunday, and my brain is tired. So Mondays, for the record. So let me go ahead and go back to that graphic while I'm thinking about it. So Mondays are just Impact and SmackDown. So there you go. JJ will be covering Impact and SmackDown tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock Pacific, noon Eastern, on For the Love of Wrestling. Thank you, JJ, for the update. I do apologize for my verbal faux pas. Again, Monday night, tomorrow night, 11:30 p.m. Eastern, 8:30 p.m. Pacific, we'll be covering night 2 of the draft, all the goings on from Monday Night Raw, and our overall thoughts on the 2024 WWE Draft. Speaking of drafts, Stat Boy Sports Bar will be live Tuesday night, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific, with their thoughts on the NFL Draft. They, of course, covered night 1. They'll be covering the entire draft, recapping everything, as well as the WWE Draft, as well as the Stanley Cup playoffs, the NBA playoffs, the Major League Baseball season still kicking, and so much more. So be on the lookout for that. They have been finishing up before NXT lately. So if they do, great. If not, we'll do concurrently. But Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, probably about quarter till, if we're being honest, 4:45 Pacific, 7:45 Eastern, we'll be live with our coverage of night 2 of NXT Spring Breakin'. Lots of cool stuff on tap for that. Let me go back to where I was. Give me 1 second here, because I think I can do this seamlessly. Actually, I can't. Just kidding. I'm stupid. That's okay. We are live, and I'm talking over myself here, and that's okay too. Let's just get it queued up and ready with a sing-song voice, because it sounds better, except I can't sing worth a shit. Let's see if that worked. Perhaps. Maybe. Don't know. Don't know what you guys are seeing, but we'll see. There it is. That's all scheduled for tomorrow. The North American Championship, of course, Obafemi defending against Ivar. JC Jane and Thea Hale finally having their big match. The NXT Tag Team Championships, Axiom and Nathan Frazier taking on AOP, and Natalia versus Lola Vice with NXT Underground, and that'll be covered Wednesday morning on For the Love of Wrestling. So again, be sure to check out our coverage of Spring Breakin' as well as JJ's recap of it the following day. All kinds of good stuff coming up, and our coverage of NXT again is at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific, probably a little bit before because we're going to get going a little early. Wednesday, of course, the Greg Cherry Show, as we do every Wednesday, 7 o'clock Eastern, 4 Pacific on the Greg Cherry brand, as well as the Jeff Meacham Network YouTube And okay, so 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 Pacific for NXT. Thank you for reminding me, JJ. I should be home Wednesday. I should be home, barring any other teenage shenanigans. I'll be able to join the boys on the air. Hopefully, we'll talk about the NFL draft, the WWE draft, and anything we want to talk to. The Great Share Show is a wide open hour. You never know with us. So then we get into our watch-alongs for this coming weekend. And Simply Predicting will be live Thursday, May 2nd, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific for TNA Under Siege. The Simply Predicting episode for Backlash in France is still date and timed to be determined. So we shall see what Noah comes up with for Backlash, Simply Predicting. But again, TNA Under Siege will be Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 Pacific, because Friday night, beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 Pacific, whether I'm there or not, we will be live with our coverage of TNA Under Siege. Watch along and reactions. Again, Noah and Attila said she'd be on the call, so we will plan for our TNA commentary team par excellence to be on the air with us. Speaking of par excellence, tomorrow, the following morning, Saturday, May 4th, noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific, Noah and JJ will be live on the call for Backlash live from France, and I will be part of that coverage as well as the NoDQ.com recap on their YouTube channel, because the boss will be at a wedding. So congratulations again to Virtue and the soon-to-be Mrs. Virtue. So Aaron will be at that wedding, which means I get the NoDQ ball for the day. Q ball. I'm bald. It's funny. So check me out on there. I'll probably be doing that on both streams. We'll see how that plays out. Later Saturday, because it is May the 4th, we will be having a back-to-back retro dads double feature at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Will be our return from long hiatus, as we ranked the 11 live action movies that have been filmed within the Star Wars galaxy. That's again 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on Saturday, May 4th, followed by at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, the top 10 characters from a galaxy far, far away. Both of those shows leading directly into our live May game night on Open Mic Night. May the 4th be with you presents Star Wars trivia in the style of Jeopardy, and that is in our usual Open Mic Night time slot of 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. All of this is coming up Saturday, a short time from now, across a multiverse not so far away. So be checking that out for our coverage throughout the day of everything WWE as well as Star Wars. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the Women's Championship match as well. Thank you for the comment. And of course, Open Mic Night will begin immediately following our Star Wars trivia. And then next Friday, May 10th, myself, JJ, hopefully both of our fathers as well, will be celebrating 60 years of the Beach Boys number ones, because the May 11th was 60 years to the day that I Get Around, was Beach Boys' first number one. So look for that episode coming up on Friday, May 10th from the Dads Not Always on Wrestling, as we get back to our non-wrestling topic for May. Programming note on that, by the way, you would think that because we're on the 10th, we'll be on the 24th. No, that's our coverage of Raw is Owen, as well as I'll be at Disneyland. So we'll be back on with Dads on May 31st, and then we'll get back to the every other week. So the next one will be June 14th, the day before Clash at the Castle. So again, just a little bit of a programming shakeup. And that's going to do it. I did my predictions, or I did my previews. I did the things. Yay me. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in, all 29 of you so far across the socials. Appreciate that very much, especially those of you on Twix and on Instagram as well. Looking to see on Instagram. Hello, Emmanuel, Arlene, Kudo1984, and Harold Fordero _10. Appreciate everybody watching across all the platforms. And let's see what comment just came in because I missed it. Oh my goodness, what that's. Yeah, so for the record, let me just point that out now. Josh, if you're watching this on demand, we need your $10. Super chatted between May 1st and May 3rd. Please. I honestly don't care what channel. I obviously prefer mine, but whatever you want to, however you want to do it. And then we need one more contestant because we only have 2 and it's a Jeopardy style show. So we need 3. JJ has all the categories written out for Jeopardy. Double Jeopardy, including daily doubles for both rounds. And in Final Jeopardy, it's all set. We just have to present it to the world. JJ with the funny. I think he was trying to say only know, God only knows what I do without you. I think is what he was trying to say. I don't know. And yes, Bailey's birthday is June 15th, so she may be defending her championship on her birthday, which would be pretty cool for Bailey. All right, guys, that's it for me. I'm done. I'm tired. It's freaking damn near 11 o'clock, quarter till the hour. So for those of you on the East Coast and around the world, God bless you because it's late as hell. For everybody else, God bless you guys too because you're watching me and you're supporting us. I love you for it. Okay. Oh, there you go. So Josh was told he needed to super chat your channel for not saying your name right on Twix earlier. That's true. He did mess up his name earlier. I saw that. I was there. So yeah, super chat JJ's channel to get yourself officially entered in. And that'll do it, kids. So for everybody across the Jeff Meach Network, Multiverse Media, I forgot the microphone's in the way, so you can't see in my hand. Everybody across the Jeff Meach Network, Multiverse Media on the Meach. We'll see you tomorrow for our coverage of the draft on Monday Night Raw, as well as for Love Wrestling in the morning with JJ covering Impact and SmackDown. Good night.
The Jeff Meacham Network's Multiverse of Media. For over 15 years, the recognized symbol of excellence and the standard bearer in coverage of sports and entertainment.
Thank you, JJ.